Well, if you look over my shoulder in the tree right about there, there's a very large nest about the size of a basketball. And this is a beautiful specimen. In this video, we're gonna remove it along with another nest a few rows down. This is probably the last bald-faced hornet / yellow jacket nest removal video I'm gonna do for the season. The weather is getting colder and these tend to die off with the cold weather, but the queens overwinter, they find a nice spot and then they emerge in the spring, start building a nest, and by summer, they're stinging people with their army of yellow jackets and hornets. So next summer, I'm gonna have more videos, but this is the last one. But it's gonna be a good one. The landowner called me out, found several nests. They're up in trees, so I'm gonna get on the bee suit. We're gonna take them down, take a close look at them, see how active they are. It's pretty cold right now, so they'll be less aggressive than it is during the summer when they just swarm. So once I get the gloves on, we're gonna be all suited up and ready to remove it. Now I'm not seeing any yellow jackets or bald-faced hornets flying in and out, so I don't know what kind of nest it is. It might be very cool and they're staying inside. We're gonna go ahead and open it up and see what made this nest. I haven't seen any activity, so I haven't put on my glove yet, but I may regret this. I'm gonna tap it. Nothing's coming out. This may be dormant and just a beautiful specimen that I can use for education, but I look pretty safe in there. Let's go ahead and remove it. I think I'm gonna take off my suit, at least the head part. Whenever I start these in several videos, there's sirens from some emergency vehicle. Ooh, I just saw a yellow jacket. So this might be a yellow jacket nest where there's only a few workers left. If this was an active colony, I would be running for the hills right now, but overall, it's a really cool nest. Let's take a look at it. So here's the nest, and based on the size of the hole, I think it's a yellow jacket nest, but it appears the colony has either left or has died off. When I shook it, there was one pupa in there, but it's not alive either. So it's the end of the season and they've abandoned the nest. This will look really cool on the shelf. You can see these leaves in here. These are cherry leaves. This was built in a cherry orchard. In a video I posted a few months ago, I removed a very active and aggressive nest that stung several people, and that was built completely around the cherries. It looks like this was also built around the cherries but wasn't found, and now we just have the leaves. Now there is another nest and I saw that that one is active, so we're gonna go remove it. Okay, here's the second nest and it's in another cherry tree right there. It's pretty large and I am seeing bald-faced hornets flying in and out. So this is active, but they're pretty slow since it's so cool outside. We're gonna go ahead and put on the gloves, remove it, and take a look at it. This one I might tear apart so we can see what's inside an active bald-faced hornet nest. Definitely want the hood too. Okay, this one is built right around a branch. And they're starting to come out, but look how slow they are. They're barely moving. And we have the nest. This is far from what I'd call an attack. They're pretty lethargic and slow. And these are the bald-faced hornets. We'll go ahead and peel away the paper at the opening. See what's going on inside. Being cold-blooded, they just don't move fast if they don't have heat. You can see all those layers in there. There are some dried out cherries built right around the nest. This one's trying to sting, but again, they're just not very aggressive. I could almost get away with this without gloves, except for that one that stung. And as you can see, we have layer upon layer, but this is clearly declining with the cold weather. It's not active. There's only a few left. There's the first layer. No larva and pupa in there. This is pretty much done. That one almost was able to fly. That's a pretty big one. I wonder if that's going to be the queen. So as you can see, the queen is right here. There's workers around and they're moving so slow, I'm not even worried about getting stung. See, they can't get me. Now what I think happened is it's been raining lately and I think the nest made of paper got soaked. And once it got soaked, there is mold and fungus growing all through the colony. All the larvae and pupa are completely dead. So at the end of October, with the cold, wet weather, the nest pretty much turns from a colony of bald-faced hornets to a colony of fungus. It's all wet and slimy in here, and as you can see, That is not even a bald-faced hornet larva. That is a Lepidoptera or a caterpillar. So weird. Now, believe it or not, there's actually one more nest to remove. So over my shoulder up in the tree is nest number 3 right there. It's slightly smaller, and this one is active. I saw bald-faced hornets flying in and out. So I'm gonna have to go ahead and suit up, put on the gloves, we'll pull it down and see if it's wet inside and starting to mold and see if it's on its way out. So let's go ahead and remove the very last nest for the season. Oh, look at them coming out of there. Very different than the last one. Ah, they're hitting me and buzzing. Okay, they are buzzing around, but as you can see, it's actually getting pretty moldy on top. And we'll go ahead and peel this open. There's a lot more life left in this one, but it's still a lot smaller than I'd expect. There's several that are large. They might be future queens that are ready to overwinter and start their hibernation, and then next spring make their own colony. So pretty much the only ones that are left inside are these larger ones that are full of eggs. These are future queens. They're gonna find a nice safe spot over winter, then build a new nest in the spring. So it's pretty cool to see the life cycle. These are so aggressive in the summertime, but in the winter, they're pretty docile. Well, that pretty much wraps it up for the 2023 bald-faced hornet and yellow jacket nest removal season. Now, I haven't removed this many nests ever, by far more than all other combined. I posted at least 15 different videos of dealing with yellow jacket and bald-faced hornet nests. Everything from on people's houses, on their porches. I removed them from trees along trails, in barns, and below ground. I even showed you just how aggressive they are by wearing a suit with balloons on it and watching them pop. I do enjoy doing these videos. I get to help people who have gotten stung and have a dangerous situation, and viewers seem to like them. But now that the weather's getting colder, I'm really gonna shift to dealing with mice and rats. They tend to move in when winter comes to warm spaces like your house, your car, or your barn. I have many videos to deal with mice, over 1,000 different videos, so check those out. Also, make sure if you have a mouse problem, help support my channel and purchase one of the mouse traps that I invented. Thank you so much for watching these videos. Leave a comment down below. And some of you might comment that I have a beard. Until recently, I've never grown one, but I'm working on it. This is about a week old, so if you like the beard, leave a comment and tell me I should grow it out, or if you hate it, I'll shave it off. Thank you so much for watching. If you have a mouse problem, please consider clicking the link in the description and purchasing one of the mouse traps I invented. It's called the Dizzy Dunker Mousetrap, and I consider it to be the greatest mousetrap ever made.